The next drawing in the series of drawings in the creation of the train is the creation of the walls of the cab, as seen here in the file. This is the completed work. So next we will go to File and create a new part as we begin creating it. To begin, we'll draw a line. We'll draw on the front plane, so click your space bar. We'll go normal to it using the front view icon. So draw a line out at 180 degrees from the origin, up at 90, back across at 180, down at 90 degrees, back over in line with the origin, and down to meet the origin. Next we will give dimensions to these lines. We'll give the bottom line a value of 90. The line here on the side gets a value of 130. The line here gets a value of 65. And the line up here on the top gets a value of 70. Next, we will draw a line down from the top here. We'll smart dimension this line from this point to 40. Next we will insert a circle using the point here as our center point until it meets the bottom line here, this point here. Next we will use the trim entities. Clicking the trim entities icon, left click and hold over the lines you wish to disappear. That is now completed. Next, to fully define the entire drawing, click the Smart Dimensions and on the semicircle to give you a radius of 25. And your dimensions from this point to this point of 90. Our next job to do is to give this piece depth. So clicking on features, we give it a depth. Oh, I don't have a fucking clue. Next, we give the piece a depth of 110. So click your extrude boss or base. We extrude blind 110 millimeters. This area here, clicking your area and click OK. This is the first section of the piece completed. Next, we're going to draw on this plane here. So clicking this, we are going to go to the left hand side, clicking left in our orientation. Here we are going to sketch a square, a rectangular square, a rectangle. Next, we are going to hollow the piece. So we're going to be drawing on the left side of the orientation. So of the piece. So we'll click on left. Next, we're going to draw a rectangle around the piece from corner to corner here, and insert a center line, the middle of it here. Next, we are going to draw a line in 5 millimeters from the corner. Next, I'm going to draw a line from the corner here in 5. So draw your line. Let's give a smart dimension, point here to point here, of 5. Next, I'm going to draw a line down here. Shite! Next, I'm going to sketch a rectangle from this corner down here till it hits the bottom line. No, I'm fucking not. The next step is to draw a center line in the piece. So from center line to center line point. Center point to center point. Next we're going to draw a line in from the side and a line down. And then a line in here to the side. We're going to smart dimension this here to 5. Next we're going to mirror the next step is to draw a center line in the middle of the piece. From here we're going to draw a rectangle here like so. And we're going to smart dimension from this side the line to the edge is going to be 5. Next we're going to mirror these lines to the opposite side of the drawing. Mirror them about the center line. We're now going to extrude cut, so clicking features and then click extrude cut. And instead of blind we're going to give a distance. Give a distance of 85 units. Our next step is to cut the windows on the front of the train cab. So again, going to orientation, we're going to go to the right face now. So we're going to sketch a line, a center line once again in the middle of the piece. Like so. And now we're going to draw a rectangle in any part of the drawing here. This side of the piece. Next we're going to smart dimension it. We're going to smart dimension this 5 millimeters wide. And it's going to be a height of 40 millimeters. The distance from the top of the window to the top of the cab is going to be 10 millimeters. And the distance from the side of the window to the side of the cab is going to be 15 millimeters. Next we are going to fillet the edges, the corners of this window. Next we are going to mirror these entities. So clicking mirror entities, we're going to mirror the rectangular window to the opposite side about the center line and click OK. Our next step is to fillet the square edges. So clicking on the sketch fillet button here, we're going to give it a value as here of 2.49. So clicking the relevant lines, we'll create the fillets and next click OK. Our next step will be to extrude cut. So clicking features, we extrude cut through these two through blind. 85. Our next step is to fillet these corners. So clicking on the fillet button, we give it a value of 2.49. So clicking on the corners within the window slats, these lines, using the roller of the mouse to move it, as I've demonstrated before. And next click OK. Next we need to render the piece. So clicking on Appearance, we're going to go to Appearances and Plastic. High Gloss, I'm going to give it a red finish. This is the piece complete.